I'm Lauren Maxton. Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious hatch chili salsa. The story behind hatch chilies is they actually grow about 40 miles north of Las Cruces, New Mexico. People love hatch chili. So I'm going to show you how to do this really simple, very elegant, very easy recipe. And it's a great addition to any party that you go to or anything like that. So real fast, what we have to do is broil our chilies. Rather than roasting them on an open flame, I find it's actually easier in my home to do it on a high broil. So I've got my oven right now preheating on a high broil. So what I did is I washed these hatch chilies. I've got 6 of them here. So I'm going to place them in my baking sheet. And then I'm going to pop them in the oven. We're just going to let those broil for probably 15 minutes. What you're going to look for is for the top skin to basically start browning. Then you want to pull them out of the oven. I'll want to first start is I'll want to be using my diced tomatoes. You can really use any brand you want. Typically I do the organic. And sauce. You want tomato sauce. So just jalapeno, the pickled jalapenos, and because the juice is actually what I use, and it adds such a nice acidity to the salsa. So then I've got 8 green onions, also known as scallions. I'll be juicing 1 whole, and then about a cup, probably a cup and a half of cilantro. What we're going to do while we're waiting for the chilies to get roasted in the oven is we're going to roast the garlic. To roast my garlic, I'm going to first need to heat up my pan. You want to press your garlic. So you kind of want to put your weight into it and push down. Can you see that okay? So I've got 1 piece done. Now I'm going to push down on this next piece. Take the skin off the garlic. Set it to the side. So my pan is getting hot. Add in some olive oil. And now drop your garlic in. You're going to hear it start to sizzle a bit. So increase your heat right now so that you start seeing the bubble. Once it really sets off, that's when you're going to want to reduce the heat and just let it simmer for a few. See, you can hear it now. Wooden spoon and stir it a little bit. Really good time to flip them. You can see they're pretty brown. So while I'm waiting for the chilies to complete the roasting process, I'm going to cut these scallions into quarters because it's going to allow my food processor to more easily cut them into smaller pieces. So just quarters is fine. Just place them back on your dish with everything. It just makes it a little easier if you have all your things pre-prepped. All your ingredients to be pulled from the oven. Actually, I was living next door to this guy who is actually from New Mexico. And he was this guy, he was like 5'1", 5'2", and his whole entire life he was used to making all kinds of money. So my husband and I, we befriended him, and eventually we were eating dinner together every night. It was just an awesome person. Just funny and very caring and giving, just generous guy. So he'd always rant and rave about this New Mexican cuisine and that my husband and I had to try it. So one day he ends up making this he brought home this incredible hatch chili from his family's farm in New Mexico. And he was like, "Lauren, can you make up a salsa?" And of course, you know, I love to make salsa. So I had this garlic infused, it was like a roasted garlic oil. And I literally used all these ingredients I'm showing you here right now. And I made this salsa that was out of this world. We all could just not get enough of it. We were constantly eating every opportunity we had whenever we would bring back that hatch chili. So it just became such a family favorite. in that time. And so did Carlos, the guy that we befriended. He was a great guy. He's still alive, of course, and he's living in New Mexico. We haven't seen him in a while, but he is welcome here anytime. He is so fun and just funny. Good friend. Unforgettable guy, really. Woo, the heat coming off from these. Wow. Cool for just a few minutes. And as soon as they've cooled just a little, put them into Ziploc bags. What it's going to do is it's going to build up a steam that's going to cause their outer layer, like the outer skin, to actually start peeling like this one is. It's coming off pretty easily. That's the whole idea behind roasting, is not only is it a wonderful flavor, but the skin and stuff from these chilies releases. So mine have cooled down a little bit. I'm going to start putting them in my bag here. Let's go ahead and start creating a base for the salsa. How you create a base for the salsa is you want your strongest ingredients to break down first so that your chunks and stuff for the salsa will remain. Optimal time to add in some tomato sauce into your food processor, and try not to get it on your clothes like I already have today. I'm going to pour about half of my tomato sauce in there right now. And then I'm going to add in my scallions. All of them. There are 8 scallions right here. And go ahead and pulse it. Okay. So now's a good time to add more of my sauce. Probably another third of it. Now add my cilantro, and now we have to add the roasted garlic, which I did 3 garlic cloves I roasted. Okay, so now I'm adding in the olive oil that was imparted beautiful flavor from the garlic. And I'm adding to that olive oil as well as the 3 roasted garlic cloves into the processor. Process it. Just a few rounds. Don't overdo it. You just want it to... So I'm going to place the chilies onto this plate from the Ziploc. And look at all that steam just coming off of them. Wow, do they smell tremendous. It's delicious. The skin off of the chilies. So as you can see right here, I have a pretty big skin coming off. So just start from one direction. You could start from the bottom or the top and literally just pull it down. And I'm just going to put these onto my original plate, my platter there. Again, I keep the seeds on. That's just... Okay, so now we're ready to add in the rest of the ingredients. So now I'm going to add in the last third of my sauce, my tomato sauce, into my food processor. And move over sauce because here come the chilies. Just put all your chilies in there. And you, of course, you can always modify this recipe any way you want. If you want to add a more strong garlicky flavor, add some raw garlic into there, which I might even end up doing. Just personal preference. I love the heat, but you don't have to. You can always take the seeds out. It's really probably 2 generous pinches. It might need more. Sliced jalapenos. They're the kind that are in the jar and they've got that vinegar. Okay, lastly, I've got about a cup of diced tomatoes. So let me juice this lemon here. Just a little bit, and it's all by preference, so I'll start with just 1. See how that works. And maybe just another dash of salt, just a little bit of salt. Now I'm adding in my diced tomatoes. And make sure you drain them. You don't want that straight water that they come in. So drain your diced tomatoes and then add it back into your solution. Oh, wow. Perfect spice. I don't feel like it doesn't need anything. I'm not kidding, guys. You have to try this recipe. It is out of this world. Okay, it doesn't even need more salt or anything. Let's just do a dash of pepper. And it doesn't need any more lemon juice either, surprisingly. Hardly ever do I get it just right the first time, but I'm telling you, this is dynamite. So now I'm just going to add it into my bowl. The final product. And guys, this is excellent salsa. Like I said, it is sure to please even the pickiest people like my son, my 5-year-old son, who will eat just about nothing that I want him to eat. He loves his salsa. And on a hotness scale, I would say it's about a 5. It's not crazy hot, but it's not real mild either. It's just right. So if you wanted to make your salsa a little more mild, I would say maybe use 3 hatch chilies versus 6 that I use. Really, you have to try this recipe. Let me know how you like it. It is sure to please everybody. Excellent. Try it today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Make sure you subscribe, and I look forward to making plenty more. Also, if you want to request some dish that you'd like me to make, I can do my version of it and maybe inspire you to get in the kitchen and enjoy cooking with me. Thanks again. Take care. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to Mrs. Max.